Hello YouTube world, Chris from Audio Obsession. Back with another video of stuff out of my collection, just favorite album artwork, and yeah, showcasing the artist along with the band and their album. To start off with, first, what I'm listening to is a Quebec, Canada death metal band by the name of Occultation. And it's Repurgation, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Here, I'll let you read it right there. Got an accent right there too, so. My French is not very good anymore. Lost it a long time ago. But the album artwork is done by Daniel Devilish. So yeah, this band is a cool, like old school style death metal band, like early death, like really early death sound, and also reminds me a little bit of Unleashed, especially vocal wise, and actually the style, the riffing and everything. So yeah, like early death, Unleashed, really cool band. Let's see here, there's a picture of the guys, and of course what's also really cool is everything, if you can read that there, lyrics and album titles, all in French. So yeah, really cool stuff. This band, or this album, sorry, you can read that there, was put out on HSP Productions. So yeah, check these guys out, really cool band, fantastic band, really. And yeah, great listen. So first off, we are, and actually Daniel Devilish just so happened to do this cover as well. So of course I've been trying to go in alphabetical order, and it's not working out for me, because every time I get something new in, it's like, oh wow, shit, I want to put that one in too. So I can thank my girlfriend Sheila for finding this. We were at a record store, and apparently a guy came in with a whole pile of stuff that was on the Canadian distributor War on Music, and happened to have a whole pile of sealed, brand new albums that he decided to sell, trade in. So I got them for like next to nothing, of course. And I can thank her because she picked this up saying, "Oh, this looks like something you'd listen to." And as soon as I saw the cover, I went, yep. So this band has been around for a while, and that'll be none other than Entrails. Raging Death is the album. Check out skulls and artwork in here. So these guys, and even just by looking at the logo here, are definitely an Entombed inspired band. These guys are from Sweden. They've got the HM2 sound, and really they've got the early Entombed sound to them, like to a T. Except it's not like a copycat band, so they still sound original on their own, but they've definitely got that inspired sound to it. And this is their 2013 album. Let's see if we can get it all in there. And so it was put out initially on Metal Blade here. I know it's kind of hard to see. And then there's War on Music, the Canadian distributor. Yeah, here we go, gatefold. There's a picture of the band. And I believe this is, it's just, yeah, okay, so it's just a black vinyl. Nothing too fancy, but yeah, fantastic artwork and killer band. Fantastic band. Well worth checking out. Entrails. And like I said, Daniel Devilish, the artist behind the work here. Fantastic artwork. I love this skull, this skeleton right here. That looks killer. Nice big scythe. Cool stuff. Next up, we are going to go from some death metal into some stoner rock. And I guess stoner doom a little bit. We'll say stoner rock for now. And the band would be called Let It Breathe. check out this album art. So this is from 2016. This band in particular is from Minnesota. And they are definitely like a riffy, fuzzy stoner rock with some doom elements in there. Catchy vocals, really, really cool stuff. And the artist behind the work here would be Brandon Holt. And of course I'll be looking over here for my notes so I can remember all these names. And this was put out on a label I talked about on the last video, a nice little boutique label, STB Records. Fantastic stuff. So this one happened to be an OBI series, and I managed to snag number 40 out of 100, which is, man, stuff like that is kind of, aside from the actual art, the artwork, the bands themselves, when I get something like that, I know I'm only one of 100 other people, and it's not going to leave my collection. It's going to be in my collection, and it's just something great to have. Fantastic stuff here. And we'll take a look at, of course, STB always put out really fancy looking records. Always had great editions. Nice purple, green, clear, and of course their custom labels there, STB Records. So yeah, fantastic stuff. Check these guys out. Really, really cool sound. Unique band, that's for sure. Let's see what I got in here. Oh, of course, we got, like, you know, all the thank you list and stuff, and some more artwork. Yeah, definitely well worth checking out. Really, really cool band. And if you're happen to be into this style music, stoner doom, stuff like that, definitely check out STB Records. You can find them going for astronomical numbers for certain editions on Discogs. And literally, it would be, you know, a Saturday afternoon that these things are going on sale, and as soon as they're like minutes and they were gone. So thankfully I've got my hands on a handful of them. So this next band fits into the stoner doom category, definitely. Stoner rock, but more on the doom side, especially this album. And from what I hear, moving forward with their new album that's supposed to come out soon, I managed to hear a little tidbit of what they got going on here. I also just happen to be wearing one of their band shirts. So these guys are from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and I'm friends with these guys. I've gone to see them live a handful of times, like numerous times. Love watching these guys. They're all a great bunch of guys and fantastic live. Love the sound. That would be Low Orbit. And this is their 2017 release, Space Cake. And the artist for this is a UK company, Desktopography. And the artist responsible for it goes under the name Code Logic. Check out that art. Like, even how the sunlight peers through, it literally looks like this thing is lit up. Just fantastic artwork. And just the details in there when you get in close. Really, really cool stuff. Of course, these guys are definitely very space-oriented, doom style music. Really, really cool stuff. This one, I've managed, so I've got, you know, two of their albums, and I've got every single edition that they put out. I got this on CD, and then also another version of it. This one came out on Pink Tank Records. I'm trying to see if I can see you're catching this. This was, I believe that says 31 out of 100. Really, really cool band. Definitely well worth checking out. These guys, especially this album, man, it was like nice, thick, and bass heavy too. Love that sound, and just thick and meaty guitar tone, and just, you know, pummeling drums where they need to be. Like, just absolutely keeps you in this groove throughout the whole entire album. Fantastic stuff. This one is a gorgeous looking vinyl. This blue, white, kind of spread out here. Fantastic. Absolutely killer look to it. I love this. Absolutely love this. But yeah, killer artwork, and I really cannot wait until their new album finally gets released. Of course, with everything, there's so many backlogs with the pandemic stuff going on, so everything just keeps getting pushed back further and further. But yeah, Code Logic doing this album artwork. Great stuff out of Toronto, Canada. Next, we are going to move all the way down, well, all the way over to Scotland. And this is, I guess it's one of those, what I've been calling the Where's Waldo covers. I love looking at these because you can't just take it all in one sitting. There is just so much going on. And this band is I'd say they're like a psychedelic folk rock type band. So they're really, musically, they're not like, you know, fuzzed out or, you know, aggressive by any stretch, but they got really cool, catchy riffs. It's very folky, and the vocal hooks just kind of, they bring in this melody that just carries them throughout the entire album. They recently put out a new album. I don't happen to have it, but I do have this one, which is Lucid Sins, Occultation is the album title. Check out this album art. So much stuff going on in here. Really, really cool stuff. Lots of stuff going on. So this came out in 2015 on label Totem Cat Records. And actually, this is another limited edition, so this would be number 12 out of 100. So I got lucky in getting one of these. Let's get back in here. So the artist is Alistair Gray, and the album, the artwork title was actually titled Faust in His Study. So yeah, really, really cool stuff going on here. These guys are definitely well worth checking out. Really, really cool sound. They're very unique and different. And let's see here. This is on a smoky clear. And there's the Totem Cat label. And we'll flip this over here. Lucid Sins. Oh no, I'm not upside down here. There we go, we're good. So yeah, really, really cool stuff. Killer artwork. Killer artwork. It almost kind of, I don't know, it's not that it looks anything like it, but it reminds me of Escher type artwork. If anybody, I'm sure lots of people are familiar with Escher. But here's the name right here, the Lucid Sins. And yeah, Alistair Gray. Really cool art. This next band, I remember when I first found out about these guys. So, oh boy, this would have been in the mid-90s, I'm gonna say. I was actually at a local show. It was this really, it was a top floor of an apartment, pretty much. It was super, super small, and it got turned into just like a band stage. So a one level, everybody's on the same level band, you know, room. There was like no drinks, no food, no nothing. It's just you go and watch bands play, and you were lucky enough if you could find the bathroom. So I went to see a band, a Canadian band called Mundane. I don't know if anybody's familiar with them. They were, oh, how do I describe them? They were kind of this, oh man, I don't want to say this is like well before nu metal. They didn't fall into the nu metal category, but they had this kind of tribal, very percussive sound to them, because the vocalist would also be performing percussion. He had a set in front of him that he was going along, and it just made for this, like, I could picture these guys touring with Sepultura back when like their Chaos AD album came out. So it would fit in that type of category of music. Anyways, the guitarist happened to have a t-shirt on, and I was just kind of enamored by the logo because I had never seen it before, and after the show I had to come up and talk to him, and he told me about this band from Portugal, and that would be Moonspell. And this is by far one of my favorite albums, especially from these guys. They're very... they've got quite a broad sound. They've really progressed from even, say, this album up till where they are now, but they fall into the, like, the gothic, kind of black doom metal type sound. Really great album. So this came out in '95. And the artist that did this painting here is Axel Herman. So yeah, I had a nice lengthy conversation with the guitarist from this band, Mundane, who had a Moonspell shirt on and told me all about them, and I blindly ordered this album. Of course, not this particular one, it was on CD. I went to my local store and I said, "Can you get me this?" And they said yes, and I blindly ordered it and absolutely fell in love with it. Great album. And of course, fantastic artwork. Really cool stuff. Let's see, we'll open it up here. Nice gatefold. And we got a picture of the band. I was very fortunate enough to see these guys play live in Toronto, and actually I've seen them twice now. They played just as good as if the album was playing. These guys, they know, they've been around for a long time, they've got their showmanship, and they're just incredible. Between the lead guitarist floating back and forth between playing guitar, getting on the keyboards, doing some sound sample stuff going on, and then back and forth. Just amazing band to watch. Absolutely great band. Moonspell, and the album title's Wolfheart. Of course, my favorite song on here would have had to have been Alma Mater, which, man, I can't say enough good things about this album. This one happened to come, of course, double vinyl. Comes with some extra stuff, recorded live stuff. I'm not sure. I can't remember. What we got here. Okay, so we got, nothing fancy here. We got lyrics going on. And, what do we got here? Oh, we got other stuff you could buy. So, some advertisements in here. Cool stuff. And yeah, this 180 gram black vinyl. Nothing all too fancy, just some nice traditional black vinyl. Can't go wrong with that. But yes, well worth checking out if you have not checked out this band. Really cool band. So this next one, this is more of a comical cover, but really cool art nonetheless, because it makes me smile every time I look at it, and I still pick out little differences here and there, stuff that I didn't quite notice. So this band is Mighty High. And you can see what I mean by even checking out the logo. And this is like another Where's Waldo of the comedic kind. So these guys are from Brooklyn, and this particular album came out in 2012. The artist is Wayne Brano Björk. And these guys are basically what I guess they would describe themselves as a drug-infused rock and roll band with a punk attitude. Definitely punk attitude and straight up rock and roll band. And of course everything, now you read the title, Legalized Tray Bags, so every single title is pretty much about narcotics. Plainly put. And yeah, really cool, funny artwork. Sometimes it's nice just to have album artwork that's cool, but also gives you a bit of a chuckle with all these kind of crazy characters that are on here. And what do we got here? Oh yeah, of course. You see that? Who Fighted? Really, really cool band. If you like kind of like I wouldn't say that they're noise rock, but I guess they could kind of fit into that category. But they're just a really cool party band, basically. And we'll see, we got a picture of the guys here. Really cool stuff. And I also happen to have a 7-inch. And this one was titled Mighty High Drops a Deuce. And once again, we have the same artist here with some really cool comical art here. Ooh, and this guy, I think there's the deuce he's dropping. So yeah, really, really cool stuff. Excellent stuff here. And what did I drop? Oh boy, long way down. Oh, I forgot I even had this in here. Sticker, honk if you're mighty high. There you go. Okay, so we're going back to some death metal. This is a debut album that came out in '93. What surprises me is, to me, this falls under the must-have category of 90s death metal, but I don't hear people talking about it. And I don't understand why. I've never seen, now maybe I'm not looking hard enough, I don't know, but me personally, in my journey, I've never seen anybody else talk about them or even mention, like, to me, I think these guys played a big part in this type of scene with, cultivating the early 90s death metal sound. Maybe they weren't like pioneers, but I don't know. I honestly don't know why this is such a killer album, why it's not talked about more. Album title is Dying Remains, and the band, Mortal Skull. Sorry, Morta Skull. Kind of tongue-tied here. But yeah, this, I always, for the longest time, I've loved this cover art. It's got this kind of, like not full on in detail, but it reminds me of something that, say, I had a couple buddies that were really good artists back in like high school, and it just seems like, yeah, maybe one of those guys could do, this type of album art. And it just still looks really, really cool to me. It's got this old school feel to it. Here's a picture of the guys on the back. And like I said, 93, this is their debut album. And these guys were from Wisconsin. So the style of music is like a mid-paced death metal. It's got this bolt thrower type feel to it. That type of pace and just the idea of the riffing. The vocals have like guttural vocals, but then they also have this like higher register, like a John Tardy from Obituary. His style vocal, really, really reminiscent of that. But killer album, and I don't know why I haven't seen people talk about this. Love this album. Very happy to have it. For the life of me, I can't remember. Okay, yeah, just black copy, nothing too fancy here. We got a picture of the band. And did I even mention? No, I didn't. Dave Steffen is the artist for this album cover. Got some more stuff here, you know, some magazine stuff on the band. But yeah, really cool stuff. Definitely, if you have not checked this album out, you have to check this album out. Good album. Old school death metal. Now, we are sticking with the death metal. This is actually more of the thrash side of things. I'd actually probably say they're more of a thrash band. Way more of a thrash band than death metal. These guys, once again, are from Quebec, Canada. And the band, Martyr. And this is the 1997 debut album, Hopeless Hopes. And the album artwork was done by a gentleman named Mark Tremblay. And I don't know, it's not overly detailed, but I think it's just the colors that are jumping out at me. It just makes it look really, really cool. It's got this airbrushed feel to it. And here's a picture of the guys on the back. And yeah, these guys are a technical thrash band, death thrash, whatever you want to call it. Almost to the point where it just reminds me of, especially when this album came out, is like bands like Atheist and Cynic that have the that jazz type fusion feel to it. That's what kind of reminds me, like when you talk about like technical death thrash, you get those time signatures that like you would get from, say, like a jazz fusion-ish type. And I don't know, it's as technical as it is, bands like this kind of work themselves into a category where they didn't get swept up like the other bands like the, even in the death metal scene, like your Obituaries, Cannibal Corpses and stuff, or even whatever in the like Sepulturas in the thrash scene. It was almost as if they were too technical that it lost people. So this is not a band that you just kind of put on and just let, play in the background. You really listen and you pick out the musicality and the sophistication in their style of playing is just absolutely unreal. Unbelievable stuff. But yeah, these guys have been around for a little while, and I got a couple of their albums. And yeah, Quebec, Canada, thrash metal. Fantastic stuff. Martyr. And I don't believe, no, this is just I'm pretty sure it's just black. Yeah, thought so. And this was actually one of those albums that I picked up that was sealed brand new and got it for like $12. Can't beat that. And of course there's a distributor there, that War on Music, from out west in Canada here. Excellent stuff. This next band is part of the category of the Death Doom. And once again, another Quebec, Canada band, Norelsk. I'm pretty positive that's how you pronounce it. And the album title, The Idea of North. And this is definitely a really, really cool detailed painting. Really enjoy this one. The band is definitely a fantastic band. So even though they fall for me under the category of the Death Doom, very much so Death Doom, but they have other elements that more on the progressive side, but then also like a sludge metal type sound to it. So it's not just your straight typical Death Doom, which really kind of intrigues me. So it's not just lumped into a sea of other bands that can, you know, in any genre get lost. Sometimes you find a band that's just got something a little bit different, and this is definitely that band. And here we got, once again, War on Music, and it was put out on Sunmask, which is another Canadian label. I'm not sure if they're still going. They might be defunct. I have to double check. But yeah, really cool artwork. Fantastic stuff. And the album is really great. Really, really good band. And this is a gatefold, so you got all your lyrics and some more artwork in there. And this, I believe, is just another... Oh, we got the sleeve, which I did not use. And some more artwork. It's more of like an ink pen style. Really cool stuff. And Sam Ford is the artist. But yeah, great band. I believe this one is, yep, just your, you know, black vinyl, no frills. Great stuff. Definitely worth checking these guys out if you have not checked them out. And of course, this next one, I've just got a couple left. I'm trying to motor through here. I know I'm already at half an hour. I can't seem to keep my videos short. It's like every time I want to do one, I keep rambling on and whatever. Anyways, I have showed this album already before. I'm going to show it again because I love the artwork. Still looking for an original with the original band name. And that would be what used to be Incubus, Opprobrium. And Beyond the Unknown. I have loved this album cover since its inception, when it came out. And of course, the album came out originally in 1990. And yeah, fantastic stuff. And we got some more of the Graveyard Tombstone there. The artist is S. Crisp. I tried finding a full name. I couldn't. That's all I could get. But yeah, great death thrash band from Louisiana. Excellent stuff. I love this album. Absolutely love it. One of these days I'll get my hands on the, you know, an original pressing from 90 with their original band name, Incubus. And of course came on this nice blue vinyl, which I have shown before, but I'm going to show it again. And we are now moving on to a UK band. Oh my god, I am getting parched. You know what that pedal is? Guitar players, or at least what it resembles. Anyways, UK band. This would fall under the Stoner Doom, 100%. Fantastic stuff. Old Horn Tooth. And I love this cover. Of course, I got a t-shirt from the band as well. And I ordered this directly from the band. And actually, well, initially what I got from the band was the cassette version that they self-released. And I'm not going to pull it out, but you can see right there on a nice purple cassette. And yeah, so this one was a nice gatefold, and they were kind enough, the band, to sign it for me. Which, on top of, you know, in my collection, that just personalizes it for me, and it just makes it all the more worthwhile keeping in my collection. And of course, we've got a number 15 of 103. So yeah, cool stuff. And what's even more fun about this album is because I was on, oh my god, what do you call it? when they were raising, oh my god, total brain fart. Jesus Murphy. Anyways, when the GoFundMe, whatever you want to call it, well, they were raising funds to put their album to vinyl. Really cool here. Let's see if we can see it. I managed to get into the credits, which, I know, whatever. I had really no part in this band or the album, just being able to help a band like this, really cool band, fund a cool project like this, and hey, I get a keepsake. I got my name in the credits, so whatever. I didn't really do anything but, you know, help the band out. And for doing so, I got a killer album with great art. Love this wizard guy right here. And from the Ghost Grey Depths. Sorry, I didn't mention that album title. And this came out in 2020. And the artist is Andy Paciorek. I hope I'm not butchering that. Too bad. But yeah, this would be a... You would think it's like an EP, but it's a long album. It ain't short. But yeah, great stuff. These guys are I wouldn't classify them... I guess they could be lumped into the bands like Electric Wizard and whatever, but these guys are more on the doom side. They've got this melodic sound to it. Fantastic stuff. I can't even believe I'm going on long enough that my CD stopped. I gotta stop yammering so much. But got a cool purple vinyl here. There's the label, trying to get it without a glare. But yeah, really cool stuff, and a great group of guys, really cool guys, and they were really nice to me, you know, doing little extra stuff. The cassette they even signed for me as well. So just really cool stuff, and a great band, great UK band, and definitely worthwhile checking out. Really cool stuff here. Old Horn Tooth. And last two, I swear. We're going to some thrash. And I'm going to move along a little quick here. Nightmare Logic from none other than Power Trip. This is a really cool album. Of course, Power Trip are... Now, maybe they're not... They're definitely on hiatus right now. Because, of course, you guys probably know Riley Gale ended up passing away. Which was extremely unfortunate. But, yes, this is a fantastic album. This one came out in 2017. And I believe, yes, we have a cool, kind of purpley something or other, swirly whatever. Cool album. Vinyl color. And yeah, these guys are straight up thrash. Fantastic band. Absolutely killer stuff. And the artist is Paolo Madman Girardi. And yeah, great album artwork. Lots of stuff going on in here. Lots of, like, you know, your hidden type faces, and very war themed, and really cool stuff. And of course, last record, which is another Power Trip album, and this is Manifest Decimation. Another great album. Of course, done by the same artist. Really cool stuff. And it is definitely a shame what happened to Riley, because he was definitely a really cool frontman. Fantastic stuff. And there we go. Last one for tonight. Power Trip. So once again, I know I took too damn long. Whatever. I'll try to shorten them up next time. Yeah, right. So anyways, thank you for watching, and I will let you guys get back to doing something better. See ya.